I would call a taxi.
I would stay the night at my friend's house to make sure I'm not driving. I would probably sleep in my car.
I would make sure there's always a designated driver with us.
This year, my older brother, Brady Grattan, passed away due to alcohol poisoning. Hi, my name's Hali Grattan, and this is the story about my brother. My brother always used to go out fishing and hunting with my grandfather. Usually hunting like every Saturday. We'd always get up in the morning and go to Tim Hortons or something, get something to eat, then go and hunt and stuff, and that would be kind of our thing we did. So, growing up with him, he was really into welding, and he did a co-op program at the school. And then after school was finished, he found a job from one of my dad's friends out west to do welding, and that's where he went. So he just worked out there for a couple months. Then work started to get bad out there, so he got laid off and was trying to find a different job. He was thinking about coming home, but he went to a party one night. One of his friends, he asked to go, but he didn't want to go. During the party, they were sending Brady's friends videos of how drunk Brady was and stuff. So his name's Dan, so he came over to the house and found Brady downstairs, because that's where his friends left him downstairs. They didn't really check on him. His lips were all blue and stuff, so he got worried and called the ambulance there. And then the ambulance came, and he said he was getting no oxygen to his brain, and that's how it kind of happened there. And they put him in the hospital. He was left with not much time with oxygen. That's kind of how it happened, and it's called alcohol poisoning is what he got. So he couldn't really recover from it. So.
Even though getting behind the wheel when under
the influence of alcohol can lead to horrible outcomes.
This isn't the only negative effect alcohol can bring.
We are all aware that getting behind the wheel after drinking
can lead to a disaster, but sometimes it takes a tragedy for us
to realize that leaving one of our friends who is intoxicated alone
can also be tragic. Please be responsible. You can save a life.
You could 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 save a life. You could save a life.
You could save a life.
You could save a life.